Live streaming of SDR news coverage at HP Discover has been made possible by Intel Corporation. Check out Intel OpenPort IT, where you can connect with your peers at Intel on industry topics, best practices, strategies, and more. And by Microsoft, where HP and Microsoft are working together, combining their respective strengths to deliver innovative technologies to help advance your business.
Hey, welcome to our continuing coverage here at HP Discover. I'm Andy McCaskey from SDR News, and here on the third day of HP Discover, I'm really glad to see Ute Albert, who we've had a chance to interview before.
Thank you very much, and thank you for having me here.
Understand new job, at least a new business unit within HP.
That is correct. I'm now part of the new Converged System Business Unit, headed by Tom Joyce.
Okay, so we're here to talk about HP CloudSystem. What was announced here at Discover relating to CloudSystem?
Yeah, just as a quick reminder, HP CloudSystem is HP's integrated solution to help customers to fast build a private and hybrid cloud. As such, we constantly obviously expand the capabilities we have, and there were some recent interesting enhancements. We offer now also KVM OpenStack based resource pools, so that customers have not only the choice to run VMware or HyperV or Integrity VM resource pools, they can add now also KVM resource pools to their environment. Another area that follows our hybrid cloud strategy, we constantly expand bursting capabilities. So there are actually multiple interesting use cases for customers. They can actually use also bursting to just burst from one private cloud to another. So they could be like in two different data centers. That's actually very big interest.
And then that would give in more efficient utilization of resources that you already own.
Absolutely. Yeah. All the benefit is always around how can I get fast to capacity I have. So I mean, that's kind of the vision of cloud, whether it's on-premise or off-premise. And the other element from the bursting, we have already, good bursting portfolio with obviously bursting to our own cloud, HP Cloud Services, but also Amazon and Service. And we actually announced here at Discover also new partner lattices so that we can burst to their cloud as well.
So it's all built around the notion of being agile, being able to respond to changing demands in loading and in commitments, and take advantage of SLAs you might already have in place.
Absolutely. So I think the two key big advantages is one you just mentioned is the agility, that you fast when you are at the peak of a workload can fast add additional capacity, and that can be on or off premise. As well as obviously the cost efficiency. It all comes down to which services have different needs because they have maybe high degree of fluctuation. That's the hard part to forecast. So you want to be able, in particular for those services which have this high fluctuation, to add fast capacity. Those who have a very good run rate, that's easy to forecast, right?
Sure,
I mean, the hard part is really those workloads which serve, for example, a web or something where you have unforeseen peaks. You want to be able to fast react, and ultimately it's all business and money, right?
Right, yeah, exactly. Well, one of the questions that comes to mind though, a concern I would have, would be the security implications from one cloud provider to another. It's great to be able to switch flexibly, but you may have some data that has to be held within the enterprise on a private cloud, whereas other data can flow to other resources. How do you sort all that out?
That's actually a very, very good point. So as part of our management solution integrated as part of Cloud System is you can define which service components can go where. So if you, for example, define like a 3-tier architecture, you can say the database tier should always stay on-premise, shouldn't go off-premise. While the web tier, you allow, yes, that web tier, if that has a peak.
You run a contest that week, then those responses can go off elsewhere.
Go outside. And that's actually a very, very important point because we hear from a lot of enterprises that they bypass IT, and then suddenly data are out there which shouldn't. And that has also legal implications. Think of Sarbanes-Oxley, etc. So the key key is that we have a management tool where we bring the control back to IT, but they can also bring the flexibility to the business unit that they can faster react. And that's really a huge benefit.
How does CloudSystem support OpenStack?
Oh, that's a good question. Obviously here at Discover was the big announcement around CloudOS, which follows our strategy that we move towards OpenStack as part of our converged cloud strategy. The goal is there basically that we use OpenStack for all of our cloud implementations. Cloud Services uses already, and CloudSystem supports in their last release also already OpenStack by supporting KVM-based resource pools. Also, the bursting is based on OpenStack, so that we use OpenStack APIs to integrate with our partners. The beauty is obviously it's an open standard.
Yep.
So from a customer benefit perspective, it's really multifold. They get an open solution, so depending on what they need to do, what customization, what integration they need to do, also the portability. I mean, ultimately you don't want to even think about where you run. You want like this absolute flexible environment, and OpenStack really can be the platform to allow that, and it opens also up an access to a broad ecosystem as well.
Right, right. And of course this is wonderful, talking about all this capability, but end customers don't care. They're looking about apps. How do you transition from infrastructure to applications that will have business impact?
Very good point. There are different customers how they want to use cloud. Some are in the business of offering an infrastructure as a service,
right? True.
Right? You know, backup as a service, etc. But others are there to offer a whole solution, a software as a service, platform as a service accordingly. So as part of our cloud system portfolio, we have basically different solutions. The entry level focus on the infrastructure service, and the next one, the cloud system enterprise solution, includes also the application provisioning. So depending on who you are, what your business model is, who are your customers, what are their needs, you can accordingly pick the right solution and accordingly also offer a PaaS, a SaaS solution if that's your business.
So that's really the primary benefit to customers, is this flexibility so that they can serve their customers in a more efficient and effective way.
Exactly, absolutely. It's all about time to market, that you fast can respond to what your customer needs are, and we have great customer examples who built new business models. For example, with Swisscom in Europe, they have built a completely new business model to address the SMB SAP market. So they had a very specific solution, and it was for them really to change the time to market and be more efficient and cost efficient to their customers, that they can faster respond. It used to take them multiple weeks till they had figure out new contracts. Now they can do it in a few days. Excellent,
excellent. Where's the best place for people to go to learn more about Cloud System?
Best is to go to hp.com/cloudsystem.
Well, imagine that.
There you go.
It's always a delight to talk with you and to see you here at HP Discover.
Thank you so much.
Thanks to you folks for joining us as well. Lots more coming up in our continuing coverage of HP Discover from Las Vegas.